Hello, good afternoon, guys, and welcome here in our subject creative writing. So for you guys, guess 11 of UNCB. Okay, so in this video in particular is the remaining two remaining tips that I give you because I gave you the 7 tips yesterday, and this video in particular is one take only. Okay, so because I am wearing the same long sleeve or white long sleeve. Okay, so I divided the video into two. Okay, so let's go with the remaining tips. Okay, so this one is be concise. Okay, so what do I really mean for be concise? Okay, so sa ating mga grammarian dito, so this verb is a state verb, meaning to say you're not going to make it as a past tense or adding D here. Okay, because of this word be. Okay, be concise. Okay, using words effectively also means writing concisely. So to be concise, apply the following tips. Okay, so we have the number one, avoid deadwood words and phrases. So we have, for example, if instead of using because, so you're uh, because you're using due to the fact that, parang ganon. So you're not going to use those phrases. So instead of using those phrases, so use because. So it's not really important that you're going to make uh, an image na matalino ka due to the fact that. Okay, so you're using because. Okay, so be concise. Number one, avoid deadwood words and phrases. So avoid that phrases, okay? So number two, avoid the redundancy. And for example, the past, because I've watched this video, and I've encountered this phrases or words, the past history. History, it tells about the past or the the events that happened in the past. Okay, so you're not going to use past. Okay, so if you're using past, so it's only past. Okay, so if you're using history, use history. Okay, so avoid. Okay, the second one, redundancy. Number three, or letter C, avoid wordiness. Okay, so let's go with this one, with the word ahoy. Cadaver. Okay, so we have a dead body. No need for description. Okay, so whispered silently. How do you notice this one? Whispered silently. So because the verb whispered, okay, parang bumubulong, okay. So it's not too loud because it is uh, silent, okay. So you're not going to use silently. Use whisper or use this verb whisper. Okay, do not use or do not add silently. Okay, so because whispering is silent. So the you the third for the be concise tip is avoid wordiness. Okay, so the last tip for the effective use of words: use adjectives and adverbs appropriately. Okay, so adjectives describe nouns. So when you say, for example, a broken chair, a broken table, okay, the slippery floor, okay. So adjectives describe nouns. It must not be like floor slippery. Okay, so it must be the adjective first before the noun. Okay, adverbs describe verbs. Okay, So for example, I ran very fast. Okay, so because it describes the verbs, how did you run? I ran faster. Okay, so very fast or faster is a verb or adverb. Sorry, adverb. Okay, so how did you run? Okay, so how it describes the verb. So I ran very fast or I ran faster. Okay, so describe nouns. So what's the look of that t-shirt? What's the look of that man? What's the look of your crush? So adjective, you're describing of something or someone or ideas. Okay, so use adjectives and adverbs appropriately. Okay, so if you are a grammarian, so that's good. So it's going to be better for you to be a good writer. Okay, so that's our last tip, number 9. Okay, so in English and also to be a good writer, so this is very important. Transitions in sentences. So sentences are arranged in a logical order to show the development of a scene or a narrative. Because we have the connectors, we have the cause and effect, and the contrast. So we're using the transitions in sentences for the reader to be easily read the story itself because it shows the chronological order of your story. Okay, for example, most Filipinos love watching a movie. There are a number of reasons. Okay, so most Filipinos love watching a movie. Interestingly, there are a number of reasons. Okay, so in this particular sentence, it doesn't use the transition. Okay, so we add the transition interestingly. Okay, there are a number of reasons. Okay, so it is very important because it is connecting your previous sentence to the next sentence. Okay, so that's a good way of writing some sentences. Okay, so we have, for example, first, below, for instance, because of, however, in fact, as well. And this is very, very funny for the writers na, for example, if you use transition first, and then nasa dulo pala, nasa dulo mo sinulat, and that's not really good for you as a writer. Matatawa lang yung, matatawa lang yung reader yung magbabasa ng ginawa mo. Okay? So, this is very important, transition. Okay? So, don't forget that. So, we have, kapag gagawa kasi ng story, we have the options na pwedeng maging descriptive and pwedeng maging narrative. When I say narrative writing, it's all about that uh, that you use transitions in your story, so because it tells about the chronological order of your story. Okay, so that is a narrative writing. Okay, so when we say descriptive writing, it paints, because we've discussed the imagery, so it paints a picture in words that communicate an overriding impression. Okay, so that is really descriptive, because if you want to describe something, so you're making an image for the reader. Okay, so it employs a language that appeals to the reader's imagination, emotions, and senses. So this is very important: senses, imagination, emotions. Okay, so we tackled that imagery. So this is going to be easy for you na gawin yung descriptive writing. Okay. So, I'm going to read this one. Going to read this one. Okay, just imagine this. If you are the reader, I am the writer. Okay, so I'm going to read this one. An old woman with a curly white hair, wrinkles on her white smoked forehead, and snow cheeks. Her pointed nose, fist on her chin, and her beautiful eyes stare to somebody who looks at her. Okay, ulitin ko lang. An old woman with a curly white hair, wrinkles on her white smoked forehead, and snow cheeks. Her pointed nose, fist on her chin, and her beautiful eyes stare to somebody who looks at her. Okay? So just imagine that. If that is a descriptive writing and you describe someone or something, you really imagine this as you heard, as what I have said, you're going to imagine this one. Okay, this particular picture. So because I'm going to repeat it again, an old woman, okay, with a curly white hair. So you're imagining a curly white hair here. Short hair, okay? Curly white short hair. See, okay? So wrinkles on her white smoke forehead. Wrinkles. Ayan, parang ano, sa Tagalog, parang gusot, parang ganun. Wrinkles, okay, in English. So we have the wrinkles on her white smoke forehead, for example. So it tells about, or it describes the color of her forehead. Okay, so white smoke. Okay, so the specific color for white. Okay, so we also have a snow cheeks here. What? Yung it's a specific color for white na parang nagpi-pinkish or pink color. Snow. Okay? So we have the pointed nose. Ayan. Okay? So a fist. Fist. Ito yung fist. Fist on her chin. Here. And her beautiful eyes stare to somebody who looks at her. Okay, do you really imagine the picture? So that's good. That's a descriptive writing. Okay, so narrative writing, as I told you, is writing mainly in chronological order. So therefore, its emphasis is on the action, the sequences, and the events relating to the story itself. So the use of transitions is very important because if you are using narrative writing, so it tells about the connection of every sentence to another sentence. Okay? So that's the end of our discussion today. So sana naalala nyo lahat ng dinidiscuss ko sa inyo. So this is very temporary kasi uh, gusto kong engage kayo kapag nagdi-discuss. So I'm recording this because para maulit nyo din kung ano yung dinidiscuss. And this is very important to me na maging kaharap ko kayo at the same time kasi that's better. That's better for us na may interaction pa rin, may engagement at the same time. Okay? So that's all. Thank you.